I'm Golden on the donation mic. Thank you all for donating throughout this marathon to Doctors Without Borders. We received a lot of donations there in that last game, and I will try my best to catch up on some of them that we received during that race. We have $25 from Ryujin. Great work on Mega Man so far. Here's another donation towards saving the animals. Thank you for that. Chris L. donated $10 because I apparently prodded him to do so. Yeah, we were trying to get close to 510,000 there at the end of Mega Man 4, and we are very close to that. So thank you guys for contributing, and I encourage you all to continue to donate. And a reminder, as you see on the screen here, you can win some cool prizes if you donate during the Mega Man block. $10 or more donated during the Mega Man block will enter you into the drawing to win those helmet replicas. I've seen some other prizes scrolling along the screen there. $5 or more will enter you to win the Wily Wars Repro cartridge. And there's also a bid for $15 as well. Now, keeping in mind, if you donate at least the minimum amount there that you see, you'll be entered to win it. So if you donate $15, you'll be entered to win the prizes that are $15 or less. You'll be entered to win all of those. You don't have to donate multiple different times to make that happen. And as far as the grand prize is concerned throughout the marathon, your donations accumulate throughout the marathon, so you don't need to do it all in one big donation. So if you've donated before and you feel like you want to contribute a few more dollars, not only will you be helping Doctors Without Borders, but you'll also potentially enter to win the grand prize. While we are setting up for Mega Man 10, we have an important word from Capcom. We received a $50 donation from the Dauber. Here's to some awesome SGDQ. I love this event every time you guys do it. Good luck to all the runners. Thank you to all the hosts and people who tell me what each runner is doing. And let's kill the animals. Florian95 donated $10 and said, I hope it helps. It certainly does. Thank you. Tornation donated $20 to 510K and onward. $20 from Zero Divide. As a game dev, I love seeing players find inventive ways to break the game into something new, all in itself. Break a leg, all speedrunners, and hope the drive hits 1 million. And one thing I'd like to emphasize, a lot of times at the end of the marathon, we make a big push for the million. You can help us avoid having to make that push by donating now and giving us that much closer of a drive to the million. Be a little bit easier if you donate now, a little less hectic towards the end. $50 from Shenlin, who says, as a healthcare professional myself and an avid gamer, I love to see the community growing and being able to help for a great cause at the same time. Keep up the great work, guys, and good luck on the speedruns. $50 from Titan Elf, who said, thanks for the fantastic show. $50 from Robin, who says, this is my first donation, but it won't be my last. I love watching the runners destroy all my favorite games from when I was a kid, and all for an incredible cause. Keep up the good work, and let's keep pushing for that million. $10 from Boko192, who says, seen a lot of Rockman 4 speedrunning lately, but it never gets old. Thanks for playing for a good cause. $50.01 from Xanadu. Just when I thought I was good at Mega Man, you guys defeated that thought just as fast as you defeated Toadman. Best of luck in the rest of the run. We had $50 from Sarah Arcana. Get equipped with another donation. Classic Mega Man is my absolute favorite franchise, and I'm loving the block so far. Best of luck to all the runners, and thanks to everyone involved with putting on one of the best events of the summer. We are going through the rest of the week here at Summer Games Done Quick, so there's plenty more to be played, and we thank you all for tuning in and checking us out. Killiam EXE donated $50 and said, amazing runs, everybody. GDQ hype. $30 from Mitchell, who says, I don't have anything witty to say, but the cause is fantastic. $3 from Jennifer VTT. Greetings from Sweden. Love watching SGDQ and all the good runners. I can't donate much, but I wanted to contribute to a good cause. $50 from Marizeth. A friend introduced me to GDQ last year, and I've been hooked ever since. Great to see great gamers doing great things for a great cause. Andy23 donated $50 and said, I always look forward to GDQs, and this year hasn't disappointed so far. Good luck to all the runners. Save the animals. And up next, you're about to see, I don't know if you guys in the crowd know this guy, this used pizza fellow up here. Do you guys know him? No? Okay. Well, you're about to meet the guy. He's going to play Mega Man 10 for you on a little bit of a difficult mode here. In fact, it's called hard mode. It might be a little difficult. We'll find out here. This is Mega Man 10 hard mode with used pizza.
Good. All right. Ooh.
Take this out.
Yeah, I got it. Start whenever. All right, let's get there. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. This is Mega Man 10. Everybody donated for hard mode. Thanks. Gonna start off in Pump Man, which happens to be pretty much the hardest Robot Master stage. So basically what hard mode does is it adds enemies absolutely everywhere. The layout of the stages is pretty much the same outside the enemies, and most of the bosses have a new attack or new gimmick. That's one of the scariest rooms in the entire game. I'm going to take top route here. If you go bottom, it's pretty crazy on hard mode. All kinds of bubbles that push you backwards and spikes. Alright. Those are two of the scariest rooms in the entire run I've gotten through now, so I feel a bit better already. But as a result of the hard mode stuff, they added a lot of stuff that pretty much just slows the run down, like this, where you have to stop on the ladder and kill the tin can. Because you actually can't damage boost through them. They become, once they lock in, they're pretty much walls. If you get really lucky, you can sneak between those, but that didn't happen. So I'm sitting here all day. Oh, this is the purple goo that turns everything into ice physics. He's shooting me. Top route seems extremely long, but it ends up faster than bottom route most of the time. Now, one of the hardest stages into one of the hardest bosses, the Buster Pumpman fight. So what I'm basically going to try to do is mash or shoot through his shield by getting really close. And he has a special new attack. Throws his handle at you.
That handle does 10 damage, so it's highly dangerous.
All right. And skidding through Pump Man is a lot off my back. If you're crazy, you pretty much deboost into him to get through his shield, but I wasn't having any of that. You can see how much health I still have. If his handle hit me, I would have died.
We have $10 from Hakua. Hakua here, what a great race. Good luck to my buddies DP and Tonic. Also, shout outs to Takamone.
Thank you. After Pump Man, just follow the weakness order. It's the same route as normal mode. It's just Water Shield is really effective, and it gets you other effective weapons like Solar Blaze.
After 4 Robot Masters, you get Rush Jet. So the last 4 Robot Masters stages happen to benefit heavily from Rush Jet.
Yep.
Not as much as the first 4.
It's really nice. There's going to be a lot of stopping in this stage, so I just don't take that much damage. Although there'll still... Okay, I'm giving up on that sentence. I'm just going to play.
So coming up, we've got the birds, which have random patterns, and they go up and down off the left and the right side of the screens. It's pretty big time variance, but hopefully we can see a nice pattern. Not terrible.
Pretty average. This is conveyor belt room coming up, and when the big projector guys go over, it reverses the conveyors, so I'm going to let that happen right here. That was weird. It's a bit scary, but it'll be fine. Oh, I'm so happy that dropped. You have no idea. It's really hard to beat Solar Man without taking damage, and if I died to him, I would not have enough Water Shield to kill him. If I didn't get that drop, I would have ended that with 1 HP with that fight.
So each of the bosses have some kind of gimmick that makes them kind of their hard mode variant. Solar Man has a fully charged, I guess, head solar going on, which makes him even more dangerous. And you'll see that every fight kind of has a little bit of a tweak to it.
Yeah, most of them just waste time, honestly, compared to normal, but that's all right. This game kind of opens with the gauntlet of Pump, Solar, and Chill. First 3 are just some of the hardest stages in the entire game. Try to use Water Shield in upcoming rooms for some tricky movements. You can kind of mess with the acceleration of the ice blocks, comboed with the Water Shield to fall through there like I did.
Solar Blaze is a very effective weapon for piercing shields, so whenever we see a shield guy like that, there's some other examples too. Solar Blaze is very effective for clearing them out.
These rooms are just crazy.
Yeah, these guys move fast.
Try to set this up so the guys just fall through the ice blocks. That jump gets set up perfectly. Now, Chillman is, in my opinion, the hardest robot master because I'm going to have to cancel my Solar Blaze after shooting it so I can shoot more faster. This is his new hard mode attack. Ran out, but it was still all right. The hard mode attack isn't hard to dodge at all. It sends 5 spikes to the same places every time.
It's just a pain that you have to go up there with Rush Coil to get him.
Yeah. You just try to make it fast by using Rush Coil.
We have a $5.02 donation from ArcBliss. Good luck to DP. I taught him everything he knows about Mega Man 10. I hope he puts that knowledge to good use. Stay 502 true, guy.
This guy taught me everything. Nitro Man's a pretty nice break from the first 3 stages. There's not too much threatening stuff in here. At least there shouldn't be. It's nice relaxing music too.
You see prominent use of Chill Spike, which happens to be the boss's weakness, but it also helps with these trucks coming up, and they can defeat them instantly.
And as seen right there, if you hit them with it directly, it just freezes them instead of killing them. I'm gonna ride the bus here. These are way faster on hard mode, so that's by far the quickest way to get through that room. Unfortunately, you have to use this weapon against Nitro Man as well, and it's a pretty tricky fight. This is a really cool section where they added a few bombs.
So he's jumping at specific times to make those very big jumper guys basically do a full jump instead of a small jump. So if he's at a certain position in his jump, the enemy will match it and go over him.
All right, not bad. If you're lucky, he starts out by going back and forth, but he can stand there for a while. So you freeze him and he switches patterns, and he found out how to go fast. So that's a much trickier kill. And now we get Rush Jet, which is very useful in the last 4 Robot Master stages.
Especially in the next one, Commando Man.
We have $50 from Sharf here. So hyped for the classic Mega Man block. Message for Chelny. I knew a member of Team Otto would win. Message for Used Pizza. Now the whole country of France is watching you for real.
All right. The stage is actually pretty insane. There's enemies everywhere, lots of hidden pitfalls. Like some of these commando mines on the ground reveal holes, bottomless pits. Dang. It's pretty tough to get through without getting hit.
This is another stage with diverging paths, but we choose the one that's quicker, which is the one that has the sandstorms that go mostly in your favor.
Alright. It's a little scary. It moves you pretty fast. The other path has one that pushes you backwards, so it's not even close to comparable. This is a screen with a bunch of bottomless pits you can't see right now. Okay. Everything's scary in this mode. And here you can use Jet to ride above the backward sandstorm. Saves a whole bunch of time. You gotta make sure to face backwards here because this guy coming up does that. can randomly hit you. So if you're facing the other way, you'll fall right off.
Okay, so we have Commando Man coming up, in which there's an exploit in which where he's doing a full jump. You can mash through his invincibility frames and just constantly mash his weakness to kill him, but it depends on the pattern he gives you. We saw it there a little bit.
Yep. The first thing he did was his new attack, which is awful because it doesn't have the glitch in it and it tends to stun you. But that short hop he did is, you can see I ripped through his invincibility a bit for 2 hits.
A Jarmar donated $10.08 and said, "Hello, Use. I see that you hold the record in this category, but have you really defeated Tony 08, the chlorate of hard mode and greatest innovator in modern history?"
I never will. This is a stage where you really start getting a lot of required weapon swaps. Oop. There's just stuff everywhere. Pretty common theme.
So just to be clear, he's using a technique called weapon canceling or weapon swapping, quick weapon swapping. And essentially it allows you to cancel whatever weapon is on the screen at any time. And that's somewhat unique to the series, and Mega Man 10 is very different than the other series. A little bit of swag here.
That castle's a pain. Water Shield does... It takes like varying amounts of damage based on what eye you hit first.
Coming up is a very good example of why Jet makes this last part of the stage not trivial, but a lot better than not having Jet.
The spiders suck. They might drop a weapon that kills your vertical momentum. Okay. Very thankful I made it through there. Now, if the Blade Man fight goes right, he'll die on the left wall. If it doesn't, he'll be somewhere else.
If you execute the Commando Bomb correctly, you can get 2 hits with 1 shot. We'll see that right here.
An extra hit. So the Commando Bomb can double hit. It's pretty tricky. I don't know if you've used the classic controller before, but it likes registering diagonals when you don't want them, which sends the bomb flying all over the place.
We have a $50.20 donation from Buzzard. The Mega Man block is really awesome. Thanks for all the great runs, everyone. It's great seeing so many of my favorite games get destroyed. Shoutouts to the 502 crew.
Okay, Strike Man. This stage has no instant death traps, but there are so many enemies to replace them. It's very easy to get comboed. Luckily, any mistakes end up looking hilarious, so I'll live.
Okay, so Mega Man 10 has this characteristic about it where some of the enemies and some of the, I guess, barriers in the stage are on a global timer. And the first example of this are the locker room guys in the back. So at the beginning of the stage and at the very end of the stage, if you play the game very consistently from the start of the stage, you can get the same results. So we may be able to see a similar pattern at the end with the locker room guys. This effect is much more important later on in the game.
Uh-oh. Okay.
We're good.
Almost got bonked about 4 times there. Here comes the locker rooms. I don't really know where these are going to be. Alright, that wasn't too bad. That happens.
All right, so Strike Man's weapon has 3 projectiles that come out. I'm sorry, Blade Man's weapon has 3 projectiles that come out, and if you hit all 3 at the same time, some enemies will take, or actually most enemies will take more than 1 hit. So if we see it, we can get a very fast kill on Strike Man.
There you go. Luckily, he didn't open with his hard mode exclusive attack where he jumps to the center, becomes invincible, and throws balls everywhere, and you just have to wait it out.
We have a $50 donation from Fogolicious. I've donated at every GDQ, continuing the tradition. Glad to see it's in town here. Maybe I'll stop over. Good luck to all the runners. Here's to 100% Chrono Trigger.
So I'm going to try to play this stage really fast, so the blocks at the end, again on a global timer, the disappearing blocks, I'll pretty much know where they are if I don't make any major mistakes.
Okay, so Octobulb is coming up, which is a mini-boss we'll see again later, but if he times his commando bomb correctly, he'll be able to kill the boss as soon as he spawns. It looks good.
Okay. Blocks are coming up soon. Had the wrong weapon out still. So now I'm honestly don't know where these blocks might be, but I should be fine. Just hop that.
Alright.
It's very scary. You get sent back a long way if you fall on those. Shoutouts to Private Eye for coming up with this 4 years ago that I messed up. Sorry.
Okay, so Sheepman's weakness is the rebound striker, and essentially the more times it ricochets around the room, the more damage it does. So he's going to set it up in the beginning with 2 hits in which it can ricochet the most.
Nice.
Very, very nice A-robots.
Yeah.
We have $100 from Cassisby, Sick Mega Man 4 Race DP, Mega Man 10 Tonic, Rockman RMF.
Alright, got the Wily stages. There's 5 of them in this game. And unfortunately, they got kind of lazy with the bosses. They're not that different on hard mode, but the stages themselves are pretty interesting.
Okay, so at the beginning of Wily 1, if he sets up the stage correctly, basically if he does the same inputs when he reaches the first boss door, he will know what the first boss's pattern is going to be. The bosses, there's 3 bosses, 3 sets of 3 bosses in this stage, and they come out randomly if you didn't know better, but if he does basically frame perfect inputs, which he just did, he's going to know exactly what Robot Master is going to come out here.
Should be Elect Man. So because I knew it was Elect Man, I could throw that Rebound Striker to set up a quick kill. Unfortunately, unless I played frame perfect the rest of the stage, I'm not going to know who comes out first in the other bosses.
Standard in most Mega Man games, once you enter the Wily stages, you will not recover the rest of your weapon energy from the rest of the game. So he has to be very conscious about his weapon energy usage. And he has to use Buster basically whenever he doesn't want to waste energy. But many situations require to use energy to do the fastest. So from here on out, we don't know what Robot Master is going to come out first, so he has to adapt very quickly to the situation.
It was all right. Some long drawn-out walking simulator here.
You can quickly see that Triple Blade is one of the most effective weapons in the game, and it's very low energy usage.
Yeah, you get 28 shots of Triple Blade, which is a whole lot of damage. I will take any weapon refills in the Wily stages, because later I plan to use an M-Tank, which restores all of my weapon energy, and that takes a bunch of time. But refilling it now doesn't cost any time in the end. Health refills will cost time, though. That was an extremely hard jump.
Yo, got the mech kill.
The mech kill. Okay. So now I gotta do Wily 2, which is probably the hardest stage in both normal and hard mode. And in addition, they added a whole bunch of crushers. Oh, you'll see. Scared myself a bit. As a result of the crushers, how fast I go here doesn't really matter to a point, because unless I go ridiculously fast, I'm going to have to wait.
See our friends the birds here again. Now we've got a slightly stronger arsenal. We can use Triple Blade against them.
Much stronger. Yeah, they had a lot of crushers.
There's nothing you can do to speed it up outside of basically progressing through the stage quickly, so you're bound to wherever the crushers are. Another mini boss we've seen before. Same setup.
Ooh, it's a close one.
So as he mentioned, he'll be picking up the M-Tank. And the M-Tank is going to refill all of his weapon energies, which is going to be crucial for the boss rush at the end.
Okay, I should know where these crushers are on the next screen. Very important I kill these Mets. Okay. Oh!
Good.
God.
good.
That was terrifying. All right, this is Crab Puncher. Extremely random boss. I'm going to try something that negates the RNG.
Hard mode exclusive.
There it is.
Crab Puncher.
Crab Puncher. And that's good. That was the slow pattern when you use Commando Bomb, so it's a very good thing I did that. And it's exclusive to hard mode because he moves further up.
We have $10 from Mega Medley. Good luck to DP during his psychedelic Mega Man run. Sorry I can't be there to support you. And shout out to Gary, who looks great in that flannel.
Gotta agree. Alright, there's some auto-scrollers on this stage. They're a bit tricky. They added enemies all over the place, so I actually have to concentrate during these.
So unlike other spikes in Mega Man games, you can't just damage boost off of a different weapon or a different projectile and be okay on spikes. If you make contact with the spikes whatsoever, you will die.
There's one more of those later. It's very important to have Rush Jet here, for probably obvious reasons. It's alright. It's luck if that shrimp blocks your way or not.
Made it.
That room is a nightmare.
We have a fairly dangerous room coming up.
If I can get these two guys. Oh, not quite. I'm going to take this extremely slow. Oh, nice. Okay. If you die at any point here, you go back to before the part I used Jet over. And I also don't have any Rush Jet, so that's a ridiculous time loss.
Okay, so this is Block Devil. He's going to be using the Rebound Striker, which is his weakness, but again, similar to Cheap Man, he's going to set it up in such a way that he's going to ricochet shots to deal the maximum amount of damage. So he's going to shoot off the left wall and try to get as many hits as he can. Very nice, very nice.
It's really nice that you can do that because he can disappear for such a long time. Takes 1 damage from Buster. Onto the refight stages. But the actual toughest boss in this stage is a ladder, which you will see. Gotta refill this a bit. Next screen is the toughest in the game, I swear to you. Okay.
Yeah.
If you fall, there's a pretty good chance you get hit again. You fall 2 screens, you gotta climb back up, and then you gotta actually get through it again. These bosses are pretty much all the same as before, except for Pump Man, because now I have his weakness. You can see what happens when you miss Nitro Man. I'll kill him eventually. It's much harder to hit him with the spikes because he turns extremely quick. Alright. Chill Man's hard. This is where you get the M tank and the lovely refill noise. Gotta watch every one of them fill up. Ooh, interesting. I only have to be careful with my water shield and solar blaze weapons because those are used on the Wily machine at the end of the stage. And triple blade because of a certain thing in the following stage. This is the worst sheepman pattern.
It may be hard to see, but there's actually a ton of variance in this stage. Every boss pattern can vary between a few seconds, and that can add up very quickly.
It's always the toughest stage to get a good time in. So this is the worst pattern,
really
the double new attack. Okay, this is the pump man. You gotta use Thunder Wool, which is fantastic.
See
So,
the 2-jump.
2-jump. We're looking for 2 jumps.
There's a quality about it in which if he does 2 jumps, he can exploit and do massive damage.
That's really nice. After that, you pretty much just have to spam blade in his face till he dies. All right, Wily Machine 1 and 2, some of the coolest fights in the game, hopefully. Lots of weapon canceling and weapon swapping. Nice. All right. I swapped too much on the first one, but you can see the idea on the third shot. After you hit him directly, you just fall down and shoot the shield up, get an extra hit.
Okay, so we're entering Wily 5, and there is a very complicated technique called Wily 5 manipulation. Basically, similar to the concept we were talking about before about how some things are on a global cycle, the boss pattern is on a cycle too. And essentially, to put it into short terms, you can, if you put in the same exact inputs throughout the entire stage, you can guarantee a very good pattern. And we can talk about the pattern when we get there, but usedpizza is going to attempt to do a very controlled method of his inputs, and basically it's frame perfect. So it's not just his execution, some of it is up to randomness too. So hopefully we won't see drops come from any of the enemies, and therefore he will be able to enter the boss room on the exact frame, and then he can guarantee what the pattern is. So although it may look a little odd, it's all a setup. Yep.
That's too bad.
That's rough.
That was like the last second. It could have got messed up.
Yeah. So an enemy
Check
drops.
this out. Yeah. So an enemy dropping something affects the RNG. And up to that point, I had played frame perfect. So I tried to dodge it. Didn't work.
Now we're going to see.
So who knows what's going to happen in this fight.
Essentially, there's very good patterns, and there's not.
This is not.
This is not a good pattern. The good patterns are where he stays on the screen for a very long time, and the manipulation is so that he's on the screen the entire time, so you can kill him.
But luckily, since he appeared like that twice, he'll appear on the sides and allow me to hit him a lot. Right now.
It's either left or right, though.
Okay.
What was that?
Oh no. That's okay. It's time. is it? Oh, 37?
Got a 37:28.
That is not far off from the world record at all. About 40 seconds. I'm very happy to get a deathless run. Feel good?
Yeah.
Use pizza, everybody.
Well, I guess that's Mega Man 10. Wily escapes again. And thanks for donating for hard mode. It worked out. Hope you enjoyed. That's it for me.
All right. Up next, Tonic takes the stage for Rockman and Forte. We'll go ahead and read some donations in the meantime. And thanks again to Use Pizza for Mega Man 10. A lot of people donated during that last run. We've got $50 from Spartacus37, first-time watcher for SGDQ, and I've been blown away by the skill and ability of all the players. Kill the animals.